Good afternoon. We are live. I'm going to give this just a moment. Let that little notification pop up that All Things Madison is live, and then we will dive right into the Madtown Minute. Happy Friday to all of you. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Hey everybody, I'm Erica Despain. I am the editor of All Things Madison, and welcome to the Madtown Minute. The Madtown Minute, if you are unfamiliar, is basically a live weekly segment that I do on Instagram, either on Thursday or Friday afternoon, kind of depending on what I've got going on that week. And then I do share it across all of my platforms. That in this segment, it is my unedited way of sharing about the stories that I covered that week, as well as what I'm working on, what I'm diving into, and some of my personal experiences around town this week. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into it. It was funny. Last week was actually a record number of views on my video, which was funny to me because it was actually my longest one. I had so much to talk about this week or last week, but people watched, and so I'm really excited about that. But I do want to be respectful of your time and try and make this as fast as I can, because I know I have your attention for a short amount of time. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. Okay, so this week on the website, I actually only published 2 stories, which usually I have anywhere between 3 to 5. I would say 3 is an average, but this week I only had 2. The first story that I published was about Turf Masters. Turf Masters is a local landscaping company, but the thing that differentiates it from others is that it is owned by a local firefighter. So it is owned by Josh Shoemate. He actually is a Huntsville firefighter, but he lives here in Madison. He is married to a Madison native who went to Bob Jones, and they are just through and through Madison people, and he owns Turf Masters. So he actually did our yard last year. We had this really pesky, annoying berm, like this little hill that really was ruining our yard because of the way that the water flowed and whatnot, and was kind of cramping our style with how to do a swing set and trampoline and all that. So he came out, completely ripped up our yard, and then laid down fresh sod, got rid of that berm, and did an amazing job. And I'll never forget when he called me to tell me the price of it. I was kind of holding my breath, and it was so much more affordable than we ever thought it would be. I mean, ripping up a whole backyard, doing all new sod, we thought it was going to be astronomical, but it wasn't. We had such a good experience with him that I could not wait to do a story about him, tell you guys about him, and how his company got started. So side note that I didn't put in the article, but hey, the Madtown Minute, that's why you tune in, because you get the behind the scenes. Josh Shoemate is actually one of our very, very good friends. Have known them for a few years, and they have just become some of our favorite people. And so it was even more fun to write that story, knowing them personally and just knowing that they're the most exceptional humans. I mean, they are such a great family. Josh is the nicest, most honest, generous guy. Such a hardworking firefighter, but also a husband and father, and is so good to his employees. And the cool thing about his employees with Turf Masters is they're also firemen or firefighters. So the way their fire station works, the way most of them work, is they do 24 hours on, 48 hours off. And he thought, what am I going to do with those 48 hours off? What are my guys that I work with going to do with that 48 hours off? And so he went back to his grass cutting roots, a business that he had started with his dad as a teenager. And so, yeah, really fun to write that story and share about him with you guys. A lot of you know the Shoemate family and can attest that they're awesome. So I got a call from Josh the day after the story went live. So I think the story went live around 6 or 7 p.m. And then the next day, early afternoon, he called me. He was so excited because he said his phone had been blowing up all day with new interest. And he was excited, and I was excited, and just very thankful for all of you for reading the stories and then supporting the businesses that I share with you about. So if you were one of the ones that got in touch with Josh, thank you for doing that. And if you are looking for dirt work, someone to cut your yard, someone to trim up your shrubs, I cannot recommend Turf Masters enough. Okay. Last night, I actually published an article that I share on social media today about a new local publication called The New Gazette. The New Gazette is brand new. It is defined as a clear and concise news publication. It covers local news, and it is sent out via email 3 times a week. It is completely ad-free because it is paid for from a subscription service. So You pay for the service $5 a month, and then 3 times a week you get an email that has a big list of all of the local news in a very unbiased way, sent right to your inbox. And so I first connected with the founder of that about 2 months ago, became a subscriber, and haven't missed opening one email since. It is really a fantastic news source. And I actually just read my Friday one about 30 minutes ago, clicked on a few of the links because it was new stuff. For example, he shared in there a quick blurb about how tickets for the SEC gymnastics meet are now on sale. So I clicked that link. I've got kids. I think they would love to go to that. And I found out about it from the New Gazette. It's so easily digestible. Jared, he's the founder of it, the one who works so hard. He goes through over 200 news sources to create this for you. So if you decide to be a subscriber, go to the New Gazette via All Things Madison. So go to allthingsmadison.com first, find the article, click the link, and that will take you to a landing page with All Things Madison. On there, you'll find a 20% off code, which brings it down to $4 a month. So it would be a really great gift for someone that you love, maybe a whole group of people if you want them to be more informed. And yeah, it's great. I'm gonna get my little notes here. So yes, highly recommend the New Gazette, especially after talking with Jared. His mission and his heart behind it is so great. National and global news can be very anxiety inducing, but it's important to understand what's happening in your own backyard. Got some wild hairs over here. And so that is what he is putting together, and it's fantastic. So I encourage you to go to that. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to have another article up. I am starting something brand new tomorrow called Venture Out. It is going to be a Saturday series where I do just that. You and I are going to venture out of Madison, because if you're like me, you do most of your life in Madison, but Madison doesn't have it all. There are all kinds of cool things outside of here. Some stuff really close by, some stuff you got to do a little road trip. So on Saturdays, this new series is going to focus on things that are outside of Madison. So tomorrow you can find an article about the brand new market at Mid-City that kicks off next Sunday. So a little preview for those of you that are watching it. Mid-City is that area of Huntsville on Highway 72 where the old Madison Square Mall used to be. Very close to Madison, probably maybe about 2-3 miles from our city line. That's where like Top Golf and the camp, where future Trader Joe's is going to be. That is very much underway. Yay! And so they are going to have a huge market with all kinds of artisan stuff and food and typical farmer's market, but massive, right? So they are going to have, I got to double check the times. Maybe it's from 9 to 6. I'm not totally sure. I need to check. But tomorrow's article is going to break down everything that's going to be at the market at Mid-City. So grateful to them for being a part of kicking off this new series where we venture outside of Madison. I know my family loves to go over to Mid-City. They have all kinds of great stuff over there. The camp is really fun, and I'm excited to take you guys outside of our city limits, because North Alabama as a whole has a ton to offer. So while I do like to 95% support Madison-based businesses, because this is a city that we live in, and this is All Things Madison, there's life outside of here too that I know can benefit your quality of life, because we got to get out sometimes. So stay tuned for that series kicking off tomorrow. Big thanks to Mid-City for being a part of that. Okay, that is the stories this week. But gracious, the reason there were only, 2 stories that I published and then 1 tomorrow, so really 3, is because behind the scenes, there was a lot going on. So if you are an email subscriber, you may have seen that I had contact with 24 businesses or event coordinators from Sunday night until this morning. I was joking with my husband that by 7:56 a.m. on Tuesday, I had 4 brand new inquiries wanting to just discuss all things Madison stuff. The things that are coming to this area are fantastic. I wish I could spend every second just churning out this stuff, but right now I'm a one-woman show, but I'm going to get to it. this area is just exploding, and it makes me really, really excited. If you saw the email again that I put out, you could probably tell from my written tone of voice just how excited I am to see that things are opening up. People are excited. These business owners have hung on by a thread. They're tired, but they're hopeful, and looking forward to a lot of prosperity this spring and summer. So I'm very excited to tell you guys more in the coming weeks about some of these businesses and events that are going to be happening. But I'm just always so grateful for the platform to be able to share those things with you, because it brings me a lot of joy to tell you about what's going on. It also brings me a tremendous amount of joy to share what these amazing business owners and event coordinators are doing. So, but here's who I did. Well, I won't tell you about every single little thing I went out and did, but here's some of the ones that were definite highlights for me. I'm losing track of my days. I think it was Wednesday. If you follow along on Instagram, you saw that I went over to Way FM. It is a contemporary Christian radio station on Madison Boulevard. They've been there for 20 years. I've listened to them since I was in high school. So getting a message from them, shout out to Brent over at Way FM, inviting me to come in and chat was such a treat. I was so excited. I couldn't get up there fast enough. And Brent and I and Way FM have a lot of the same missions, a lot of the same things that we want to do, a lot of the same passions for helping the community and local culture as a whole. And so you may actually hear me on Way FM pretty soon. Just really, really excited to make that connection. Those people over there at Way FM are incredible, and their hearts are for the whole ministry as a whole that they have on air. So, and did you know that they've been there for 20 years? It's amazing. He told me that so many people say that they had never heard of Way FM. So again, that is a contemporary Christian radio station, 88.1 here in Madison. So very excited. Shout out to Brent. Loved meeting it. Outside of Madison, I actually, this is just a little PSA that if you were a sun worshiper or are, make sure that you're getting your full body scans for sun damage. Or like potential skin cancers or whatever. I have not found a dermatologist here in Madison, so let me know if you know of one, because I would love to stay here in Madison. The one that I've been going to is over at Tennessee River Dermatology. They have an office in Athens, so about a 25-minute drive from my home. And anyway, I ended up getting a big spot removed in my back that they're going to do a biopsy on. I'm not worried about it. Just very, very grateful for not canceling that appointment, because I contemplated canceling it, because who likes to go do that stuff, but I was very glad I did. So PSA, to go make sure you are doing those routine appointments. And if you have a local dermatologist here in Madison that you would recommend, I would love to keep my business here in Madison. So let me know. You can email me or write it in the comments here. And yeah, let me know. So go get that check or make your appointment, because dermatologists, it takes a hot minute. Someone just said Southeastern skin. Okay, that's good to know. Thanks, Tony. So make sure that y'all are staying on top of all your little routine health things. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, yesterday was so fun. Charlotte, if you are still on here, shout out to you. It was such a great day over at Tirame Salon and Spa on Madison Boulevard. I was so excited to get her message. She is the owner of all 3 Tirames here in North Alabama, Jones Valley, over there on the Parkway, and then now brand new in Madison. I shared a little bit on Instagram already. The place is pure magic. Every inch of it is thoughtful, beautiful, and really, really, it just sets this mood of being pampered and rest and a true experience, much more than just the service you're receiving. I met a ton of their staff. They could not have been nicer. I could have just stayed for hours, which is great because I'm going back on Wednesday to get some services, and I'm so excited. So I will report back about those. So I actually gifted my mom and my mother-in-law some services to go over there because I was so blown away and they were so excited. So one of them may be there right now. So if there's someone in your life that you would like to pamper, you can call them. They have all kinds of services, from facials, massages, couples massages, a hydrotherapy tub, nails, skin, men's hair and beard grooming. They're going to start serving mimosas and beer soon to make it a little extra elevated once COVID is a little more chilled out. The spa areas for men and women are absolutely amazing. And just the big plans. Hey, Charlotte, I'm so glad you're on here. The big plans they have for that place over there as COVID begins to die down are fantastic. I would like to get married all over again, to be honest, because I would like a whole day there with my bridesmaids. It is just such a great place. So if you're looking for somewhere to do any of those services that I just listed off, I would highly recommend going over to TRMA. And we are giving away, big thanks to TRMA, is giving away a facial valued at $125, a signature facial, and a blowout for your hair valued at $35. So a big $160 package. You can enter that on my Instagram post where I have a fun little reel showing about TRMA. Very, very hard to capture that amazing facility in 30 seconds, but I tried. Okay. I told you before about Now Soccer. My kids are starting that tomorrow, so we're so excited. I hear nothing but good things about Coach Norbert. He is a world-class soccer player that owns Now Soccer, and so I shared recently about his facility that's here in Madison, and we're very excited to try this avenue with our 7 and 4-year-old, and they're super pumped as well. So, and I'm so glad so many of you, I believe we sold out those classes that he is offering for the 7 and under kiddos. So if you're going to be there, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. This morning, I signed up to have my very first All Things Madison booth over at the Trash Pandas Mixer and Business Expo that I believe is happening April 6th. So I'm going to have a table where I would just love to meet some of y'all. So if you are a business owner or have some kind of position in a business where you think a mixer may be great for you, you can sign up to have your own table, or you can just join for free. I believe the event is from 3 to 6 p.m. there on the concourse there at Trash Panda Stadium. So I would love to see you there. You can go to their Instagram or Facebook and find out more information about that event if you are not on their email distribution already. But I'm so excited to have my first little table and just can't wait to connect with the community more and local businesses, and think it'll be so fun. Okay, I think that's about all we got. I could talk forever, but I won't, because I'm gonna go finish up that piece about Mid-City for tomorrow, and then I'm getting ready for Blush Night at Building Church. Ladies, if you have no plans, please come tonight at 7 o'clock, or you could tune in online. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited. And P.S., I'm emceeing the event. So I'll see y'all there. Have a great night and a great weekend. Bye.